Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. It's tough for beautiful women. You know what? I was thinking about some of the stuff I tell men on my men's channel. Like, I tell men, like, you know what? Get you that diamond. Get you that adjustable 7 or something, right? And basically, I'm just telling men be more realistic, not anything against the women, but really just for themselves, right? But at the same time, right, because a lot of guys will say something negative about, the quote-unquote dime, like the real beautiful woman. One of the things I got to admit is ironic I might say that when I have a lot of friends who are very beautiful, who would be considered dimes. I mean, I could drop some names right here, right? I could drop some names of some women I talk to on a regular who, like, a bona fide recognized as dimes, right? They got a national notoriety, at least. Off the top of my head, maybe 4 names. Like, you can Google these names. You're like, oh, shoot, that's a model. Ooh, that woman is in... Seriously, it's like, oh, and this other woman, oh, wow, this other woman, she been in this publication or in that video or something, right? So it's ironic I say that, but then I do say that just more for the men, just to be realistic about the type of women they go for. But getting on the beautiful women, and I know I got some beautiful women who've hit me up privately. He's looking at them like, damn, they gorgeous, gorgeous. Like, when I'm saying gorgeous, it's like young girls and, some older women who kept themselves up. And you looking at them like, what you need my services for? Seriously. But you know what? It's tough on 2 ways for beautiful women. And, y'all don't have to, any of the beautiful ladies, y'all don't have to shout yourselves up. Y'all don't have to shout yourselves out at all. Just DM me. Yeah, hit me up private. Between me and you. Yeah, I'm winking. But no, on a serious note, though, it's interesting. It's an interesting thing because these very beautiful women, they not airheads or anything like that. Very intelligent, very deep, right? Incredibly deep. I mean, they're human, right? They're human, They be discussing business and politics and saving the environment and stuff like that with them and whatnot. But it's tough for the beautiful woman because she catch it from 2 angles, right? The beautiful women, y'all catch it from 2 angles. First of all, you got all types of men sweating you. Some of y'all been ducking like dudes since, you went to that first cookout and, your uncles and older cousins like say, oh man, she's short. She gonna look good when she get old. As an aside, and this is for the women and maybe the guys out there who got daughters. If some old dude look at your daughter and say, oh, she gonna look great when she grow up, bust him in the face right there. Just on the spot, just bust him in the face right there. All right? Because that's the dudes you got to worry about being a little too friendly when you're not around. Right? You say, oh, yeah, your father said I can give you this. Just bust him in the face. Just beat his ass right there. All right? I'm just being on some shit. Somebody talk about your daughter. Right? But you got the men sweating them. Right? And I know with many beautiful women, it ain't the men that they actually find attractive. Contrary to popular belief, there are men that beautiful women will like. It's everybody else. It's that guy following him down the street. Real talk. I was working at this hotel. I was working at this hotel gym in downtown D.C. Near the White House. All right, it was over near the White House, walking distance from the White House. Over there, where was that joint? I think it was 16th Street. Yeah, 16. Anybody know 16th Street in D.C.? You got a bunch of not only a bunch of churches, but, you might have a few consulates and all of that stuff, right? So it was a real, right in the middle of downtown D.C., right? So we had this hotel gym, and I swear, we had this real beautiful woman who did, she did like nails or something like that. I forgot what it was exactly, but she's real beautiful. Extremely. Like if Instagram was a big thing, then she would have 1 million followers easily. Very sweetie though. She was a sweetie. She really was a sweetie. I swear, one time she came in, this dude followed her in there, off the street. And I had to be like, sir, you're not allowed in here. And I actually didn't say it that nicely. I mean, this dude just followed her. So, you got very beautiful women. They got to worry about it, can't drive any place. I got a lot of stories behind that. I remember one time when I was in school, I was driving, grad school. When I was driving, right, and there was a woman in class who was very beautiful and stuff, and she was walking, so I gave her a ride to the campus. And she was just so happy because she had some issue with, like, the shuttle bus driver. And I never forget, she just held my hand. It wasn't romantic. It was just like, damn, you saved me, because she was just catching so much hell. She was real cool, too, right? But many of these beautiful women got guys sweating them. I know y'all do, ladies. But see, here's the bad part with y'all ladies. The guys, that's actually normal. That's actually normal. As long as they ain't like Uncle Bunky or something trying to get too close, trying to be touchy and stuff, like trying to like, hey, why don't you dance with your uncle at the wedding reception or something? He'd be like, just like whatchamacallit, Nia Long said in The Best Man, for people who remember that, say, yeah, but don't be touching my butt. You're right. You halfway expect that. You deal with it. But bitty beautiful women, y'all gotta deal with another woman. And be the other woman hating on you. Right? That's the messed up part. That's why a lot of very beautiful women, ironically, they'll have like some male friends. Now I know I did a video before on my men's channel about women keeping friends around, but another reason, since I channel this stuff, I don't always remember what I say in this particular video. A lot of women might do it just because they can't get along with those other women. Because y'all ladies know that. You get some women, it's like, man, I just can't get along with those heifers. That's why it's like sometimes they just want to keep a pool of dudes around. Sometimes they just can't get along with other women either. Anyway, because ladies, y'all know who y'all are. The average woman want to be the center of attention. So that real beautiful woman, y'all be looking at her funny. In fact, I remember another time, I got so many things from when I worked in a gym. As an aside, most of the relationship knowledge I got was just sitting at the front desk of a gym and just paying attention. You learn so much at a gym. Yeah, you see you can't work at a gym for more than a year and not having expertise in relationships. I'm saying expertise because you will see everything, especially when you had people if they cheating, like couples, if they cheat, like a person, they cheating with somebody, the best place to meet them is at the gym. Real talk, this is a little bit of a tangent. I remember this one dude, it was him and his woman. You always see them together at the gym and you thought they were like, married or something, right? The way they would carry it on, you just thought, oh yeah, that's just his wife. You didn't think anything. I remember one day, that dude came in and he said, look, I don't want y'all sending like the bill for this to this address. I want you to send it to this other address, right? And we were like, there was a dude in there, and he was a real player. Like, he could have got on here and been a dating coach or whatever. He said, yeah, he don't want his wife at home to know that he's at this gym meeting this woman. Oh, man. Dude, I got some stories. But, it's, when they got other women hating on them, and and like I got started with the gym thing. I remember I signed up this whole office full of women to a gym membership. It was about 10 of them or something. 9 of them would come to the gym together, right? 9 of them. The 10th one, I actually heard one talking about the other, talking about how much they didn't like this woman. Couple times, like they'd be talking, and I met her, and she was like a real life Barbie. And she was like that woman that Western culture holds up as the highest ideal. She had a good height. She was about maybe a good 5'7", slim body, but nice body, her butt poked out, had some breastises, right? And she was the coolest person. She was the coolest person. I was like the only person she talked to, though. Like, she would come in, they come in as a group, do their stuff. She had to come by herself and stuff. And the only reason they signed up because I gave the office a deal, so they probably wouldn't have signed up. She wouldn't have came with them if they didn't need her to complete the deal, right? And she was the coolest woman. I got a story about that. People who follow my men's channel know I got a story. She was a professional dog trainer, so she was a professional dog trainer, like, and she would actually use the word bitch in its proper context, female dog, right? So she was talking about what she had told me. Like, she said female dogs, if they ain't in heat or something, they don't want another dog mounting them, right? So she said, I always remember how she said it. She said, yeah, this male dog tried to mount one of her females, and she said, the bitch killed him. So I was like, yeah. She was cool, but they ain't like her. But she was the sweetest person. She was, and it wasn't like a romantic thing or a possibility between us because she was engaged. But it was just that I talked to her because even other people who weren't a member of that office didn't like interacting with her. And she wasn't bitchy at all. She is to this one of the sweetest people I've ever met. Like, just genuinely sweet, genuinely sweet, talkative. She just go in there and do her thing. She wasn't problematic or anything. So, yeah, it's tough. I know it's tough for some of y'all beautiful women out there, right? And if y'all ever want to talk about it, yeah, just hit me up privately. We'll talk. Wink, wink. Nah, but seriously, it's an interesting dynamic. And I say that, one of the reasons I say that, because I've said publicly before, I got some very attractive cousins. Like, if I ever needed, like when I was coming up, if I ever needed a gang of dudes real quick to handle some business, I just tell my cousins, hey, just go walk through the neighborhood and come back. Like, because, at the time I was being raised by my grandmother, and, their grandmother too. They come over, stay and stuff. I lost count of how many times dudes be like, they be coming back to the house, some dudes following them. One came in the house too and posed. He put his arm on the wall and posed. And I was like, man, you need to get the fuck out of here. Oh, and there was another time, I'll leave y'all with this story. This is why I always have love for my grandmother. This is why I think I mentioned this one before, but I'll never forget this. Like, my cousins came home, and they had a couple of their fast friends with them. So imagine, like, there were three of them and two of their fast friends staying downstairs in my grandmother's place, right? On the first floor. They just had some little sleeping bags and stuff, right? Because they weren't staying in Rom's room. Anyway, right? I noticed they were in the living room. There were some guys, about three guys that came around, right? And they were trying to look through the shades and everything at them, right? And I just stuck my head out and they ran. And my grandmother was like, damn, you shouldn't have said nothing. I done went downstairs and started boiling some water. And my grandmother would have poured some hot water on him without. That's exactly what she said. Oh, man, I miss her. May she rest in peace. But anyway, right. That's all I got for today, y'all. Y'all ladies have a great day. Peace and blessings.